Perseverance.
Perseverance.
That's a tough one.
That is a long one.
We are talking about perseverance. And I have been persevering with them. Just
Them. I get
To
lumped
get-
in with him.
to get this done, to get on. So, anyway, we are.
Persevering.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Coffee with Ken. I have persevered, so we will get through this. Together, we will persevere. So, thank you for being here. And we are talking about that. Like, how much it takes perseverance to stay on the path, to keep going towards the direction that you want to go, not get
commitment you
veered
make.
off into other things. But when you have a goal and how you want to get to that goal, you have to have perseverance.
Yeah.
What that looks like.
It was one of the things that was listed as America losing something that past generations have had is the spirit and will to persevere. So this is a challenge for us to show our children and our grandchildren, and if you are a child, for you too to persevere, to step through, to continue on, to press on, and not 2 weeks into something decide you don't want to do it anymore because it's just a little bit too hard or I feel uncomfortable.
Well, I think that in today's world of AI and the internet and all of that, it all moves so fast that, ChatGPT, all this, you get answers in seconds. That would take somebody to write an email. You would have to hire creatives who would take a good bit of time writing, no, I don't like that, figuring out a person's personality and wanting to talk in them and do different. And now chat, you just say, hey, write me an email for this in this voice. And in seconds, you've got it. And when the perseverance of old was you got up every day, hours, weeks, months, years, you just persevered. Now, you don't get an answer in 3 minutes. You get frustrated.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Well, I think that along with that, really more our generation, we were, we kind of raised ourselves. We were just kind of like, latchkey kids that had to learn to make our own breakfast very early, get to school ourselves very early, walk to school. I can tell that we walked in the snow. I don't know, maybe you did in Pennsylvania. I did not because we
I
did
did.
not have much snow.
3 miles in bare feet. No, I didn't do that. But
But
I
I
did
did
walk in the
walk-
snow and
Uphill 10 miles.
in slippers. Uh-huh.
Flip-flops.
Yeah.
It was funny the other day because just talking about what we used to do as kids and now, so Liam, my oldest grandson, he out back, we have a stone wall, probably like 3 feet high, and there were extra like 2x4s. And he set them all up and he called it his highway and the kids could walk up them to the wall. So I said, Liam, come here. I said, take all those 2x4s, put them together, and let's get the little car thing that Reese sits in. And we'll put Reese at the top and let him fly down. And I just remember as a kid, we would build our own bike ramps.
Oh, yeah.
And go flying and crash and get, way to go.
Drink from the water hose. Like outside. We're just playing outside. Don't come home until the light.
Yeah, but the things that
Post-
we did
on.
today, people would call neglect.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
what I'm
We
yeah.
would
saying.
do.
And
We
so-
would mimic the little evil Knievel. What are you talking about? We would try to launch them as fast as we could.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
We didn't wear seatbelts. We didn't
Yeah,
do all
no,
of that.
no,
And so
no.
Face
now,
smashed to get the
when
window.
you have kids, when you first have children, it's like you have specific thing that you have to do of how to put them in the seat.
There's laws now.
There's laws that are so like
Mhm.
everything, and then you're a neglectful parent if you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we became these helicopter parents that like let them learn perseverance,
Mm-hmm.
like going out, and if they scrape their knee, then we didn't want to be looked at as a neglectful parent, and also what we experience. So I think that is passed down, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
along with all of the instant, microwavable. Everything is microwaved.
Well, and that's
That-
it's
and fast
true.
food and all of that.
Yep.
That is like instant instead of waiting and learning perseverance.
It's Because someone was asking just the other day, they asked, said, we used to mow lawns, and how long did it take you to mow your lawn?
I literally had the
a day.
push
Yeah, the
thing, like
non-power.
the
Just the
non-power.
blades
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the heat.
yeah.
And there were no excuses.
You
if
were in
that is
Pennsylvania. You don't
in the
even
summer?
know.
They would get
heat.
warm.
Oh.
How
They
much
get
heat in
toasty.
Pennsylvania?
Humidity.
Humidity and
Okay.
upper 90s in
He's
August.
cooking.
And
Really?
Dad tells you in the morning,
I
Get the
take
backyard
that
done.
back. I apologize.
Yeah, Butch got
Apology
Butch was
accepted.
Butch was getting whipped. So when I told him, so my front lawn was 12 acres, the back was 8 acres, and so it took me all day.
Mm-hmm.
All day. It was like, and they go all day. You mean it wasn't like 45? I'm not mowing a patch like you would think is your bedroom. We're mowing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Farmland. And then differences when I had other things to do.
And we were like we worked when we were 12. I had a paper route. And I
Her
was
first
like,
job was a paper
I
route.
think I was 10 or
Yeah, I think you were 11. Yeah, somewhere out in there.
So
It's
it
based
was
on, yeah,
like
10, 11.
now they have like child labor laws that are like you can't work, you can't make them get up at 5:30 a.m. and go out in the rain and throw papers.
Well, it's interesting because when our kids started, we started a home football league.
Mm-hmm.
And to raise money, the boys, we would sell raffle tickets, and the boys would go door to door and do this. And we would take them out every Sunday, and they would go door to door.
They
Every
did.
Sunday for the whole time. We raised $30,000 selling raffle tickets. You can do whatever you want, but it took perseverance to get there. But once they got it, and also when they hit a certain amount that they sold, they got Bose headsets or things like that were donated or things like, of that nature. And man, they were so excited to get
were
these things.
motivated.
So then they were learning through perseverance that reward comes.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? Perseverance can easily lead to reward. Lost weight, feeling better, increased focus, increased results in about anything you do when you really persevere and gain skill. It's like, I think about Jackie and Carmen and their kids going through wrestling. You don't just get good at that one day. It just doesn't happen, right? For somebody to come in and bend you up like a pretzel, you have to learn those skills or stop someone from bending you up like a pretzel.
That's right.
Or our kids when they were playing football. You were going to persevere because we weren't going to quit, and you're out in the Texas sun with all the pads on. In 2 days, it was a whipping, right? They had to learn to persevere.
Yeah.
It
But
is. It really is
sports-
about learning perseverance.
Correct.
And really, it is something that is not just, we don't have it automatically. It's not natural. So we have to really learn that,
Mhm.
how to persevere through things, how to keep going no matter what those obstacles are, and just keep.
It's pushing
Keep
through
doing it.
uncomfortable. It's
And-
because constant levels of discomfort. People will, your mind, your body, everything about you will work to avoid it.
Yeah. The biggest thing that probably with the training when I first started coming of learning how to accept no's, because we really, that first no, we're just going to give up, right? We're just going to we don't want to hear that rejection instead of, and that means on anything that you're doing where you're getting prospects and all of that to your product or service that you're doing, that you don't just accept a no and say that it's personal and like I'm not doing this again. So those are the things that sometimes we think of, running a marathon or running or doing certain things, but it can be even that.
Absolutely.
That is the biggest thing.
Absolutely.
Of learning to
You had to learn this,
persevere.
right? When
Yeah.
you're doing the things that you did, and many people in our community, they have what we call side gigs,
businesses.
home businesses or
side hustles,
side
home
hustles, and where they're doing
businesses.
something. A lot of them, are into different MLMs or direct sales, and so there's a lot of things that you have to get good at to be effective at that. But there's some skill to that. There's some skill to be able to work through no's.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
perseverance. You know, where the story was that they had one person that had over 1,000 no's and realized, hey, you got to change something at that many. But perseverance is like when you it's not doing 10 and thinking you're going to have 10 people buying.
Right.
And in many businesses, it can be a 30 to 1. In some businesses, it can be a 50 to 1. 50 phone calls have to be made before you have one that's even interested in what you're doing. That can be discouraging. So you have to persevere and know, celebrate the one. It's, as I love what Carmen said at one of the events, is some will, someone won't, so what? Keep persevering.
Yeah.
Stay focused.
Yeah. And those are the things that you do have to, I think it is learning to do those really hard things like a race. That helps you to learn about perseverance. And we did have someone this last year, literally in January, he put down for his goal at one of our events, at our January event of last year. He was going to run the Ironman.
He was going
And
to
he
complete
weighed
it. Yeah, he was
300
over 300. Yeah,
300
Stuart was
pounds at
closer.
the time.
You can go see his stuff. He's got a YouTube channel. But it is nuts what he said he was going to do. And none of us doubted him because we love and believe in what Stuart Lynn does. At the same time, we were thinking, Stuart, what did you just sign yourself up for?
Yeah.
What degree of pain did you just sign up for? And there you go, and you watch the journey of him out riding a bike by himself in the middle of nowhere, him running, him swimming.
Yeah.
And
You know.
completed it. Like
And he did it.
was Everybody cheering him on and supporting him.
16 hours and something later, the man finished an Ironman.
And him doing that to raise some money for Hope for Honduras, and then they have a school that they're raising money for. So it was
And for his
with a
grandkids
purpose.
to see that anything is possible. There is no limits to what a person is one of
It's
his driving
inspiring.
factors. It is.
Yeah,
So
it is
congratulations,
inspiring.
Stuart
So,
Lynn.
yes,
A bit late. We've already
congratulations.
celebrated with you personally, but yeah, it's just
It's
a shout out.
amazing.
Perseverance.
Which led him
So
into
important.
a bigger perseverance
Yeah, I
there's
think
even
he's
that.
going to run 200
another
miles or
goal.
something.
by the
Yeah.
end of the
I don't
year.
even like driving that far, Stuart. I'm just telling you. That's crazy.
So,
Yes.
but that is amazing, and that is just like so amazing to be around people that
Yep.
and so inspire. I've just never, like before we really had come to the trainings, I didn't have people like that. It was usually like they were continually inspiring you to go.
We
to
were
the next
inspired to
level.
go to the buffet with our church
Pretty
people
much.
friends.
Pretty
What are you
much.
talking about? It was a
Pretty
totally
much.
different
Well, you had to
inspiration.
persevere
And your
through
3
that.
point.
Yeah,
sermon,
your
and
three.
you're
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
right?
We're getting
Like,
off
it's like-
track here. You
Sorry.
know where we learn these
I may have
skills?
just
Yes,
open,
calling them out right here. Right,
but like no,
You did almost
inspiring
break the chair.
to
I
what
did.
to what we are going to the next.
I
Like
sit
what
down
we
crooked.
what
Yeah.
we do of how we were designed and created to be. Like
Exactly.
that is the big thing. So where we learned this was at our event for Steps to Success,
Mm-hmm.
and that is literally in
You're-
Couple
a week.
weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So
Don't get me adding. It's
You
on
definitely-
January 30th through February 1st
right.
in Birmingham, Alabama. The
Yes.
information is below.
Mhm.
Get your ticket, get your hotel, and
tickets,
get yourself
link.
there
Mm-hmm.
so we can go grow together.
Yes.
Exactly. So we can all be around because we want to see you as well. Because the more that we
That's right.
can see other people that get this message and also inspire, it's so fun. And we love that. So we would love to see you there. But we are glad you joined us here today on Coffee with Ken. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Have a great day.
Bye.
See you, gang.